G'day everybody, it's Tom Freer here for another episode of the Ask Tom Tech Show. This time we are going to have a chat about the difference between Microsoft 365 and Office 365. Recently, Microsoft brought to market a new platform called Microsoft 365, and they've already had Office 365 and that's been out there for a while. So it's introduced a little bit of confusion around their marketing and their positioning, but I'm going to go through that, what that is and what that all looks like and what the key differences are between those two products from Microsoft. Office 365, which is what probably most of you are familiar with, is your online email applications and storage platform. So Office 365 is what we've come to know as your email system, your OneDrive, Skype for Business, SharePoint, and all those applications, your Office products that go on your computer. Now, we've had those around for quite some time, and there's different versions of that depending on what you need. You've got your Office 365 Essentials, Business, Business Premium, and then you've got your E1s and your E3s and your E5s, and they're your enterprise and bigger business. Now, the difference between all those, essentially, it's the feature set that's included. The Business and the Business Premium are sort of geared for organisations with less than 300 users. They've got smaller mailbox limits and things like that. And the E-Suite ones are your enterprise ones where we've got unlimited users, we've got higher storage, and there's some extra features in there that can be used by business. And more so in that E3 and particularly the E5 models or products is more security. Compliance and security are the big ones at that end. So those platforms have been around for a while and use them extensively for all clients. Recently though, Microsoft brought to market a product called Microsoft 365. Microsoft 365 actually is just an extension of Office 365. So Microsoft now have three new products: Microsoft 365 Business, Microsoft 365 E5, and E3. So what those products are a combination of a number of existing products and platforms that Microsoft have in the market. So firstly, if we look at the Microsoft 365 Business. Now, Microsoft 365 Business is targeted as a cloud-only solution that incorporates Office 365 Business Edition, which includes the Microsoft Office suite to install on your computer. It includes Windows 10 Professional License, which is good from a business perspective, allowing you to get full cloud sign-on to your computer. So you can use your login both for email, for logging into your computer. And the other thing it starts to incorporate is a number of security features that Microsoft have out there. So compliance, it's got some archiving features and functions and things like that. The Microsoft 365 E-Suite, so the E3 and the E5, again, more enterprise focused. And these are Office 365 E3 and Windows 10 Enterprise E3 and Microsoft Enterprise Mobility and Security Suite. So that's what's included in the product. Now, what this gives you is a single license that covers all your email, your online storage, an element of compliance and security. It also gives you full mobile device management, which is great for organisations looking to protect those devices, be it your laptop or your mobile phone. And it also gives you Windows 10 Enterprise 3. So the three SKUs, so the E3 versus the E5, is really the difference is the capability of the security platform in there. So both the E3 and the E5 include Windows 10 Enterprise, Office 365, and mobile security and management. The E5 module extends that even further to include a full antivirus and advanced threat protection piece for your Windows 10 devices. So what that is Windows Defender ATP. Now, it's an enhanced antivirus malware management tool that gives you central visibility. It then ties into other aspects of the Microsoft suite included in your license, such as Office 365 Advanced Threat Protection and Azure Advanced Threat Protection. All these individual licenses and products combined into one single license gives you as an organization end-to-end security. And that's the big play at the moment. And the big thing that Microsoft are looking at is ensuring that businesses are secure. So traditionally, an organisation might go and buy a suite of Windows 10 machines. They might have Windows 10 Pro already installed, and great, that's good. They'll then go buy Microsoft Office 365, depending on what they need. And that's generally where it stops. Now, there's individual products and SKUs that can be added to provide advanced threat protection and compliance and archiving and increased storage capability for your Office 365. But it gets really, really confusing when you're trying to add and put all these options in. Licensing can get a little confusing and can probably get a little bit expensive as well when you start individually bolting these things on. What Microsoft have now done with the Microsoft 365 suite from the business and that enterprise level is started to combine all these platforms into one. Now, what this is doing is simplifying the approach for organizations to be able to take advantage of all those security features. Because let's face it, security isn't going away, and we need to be really focused on what we're doing with security. So if we take any of those products, the business, the E3 or the E5, they all have that increased security protection in there from a mobile device management perspective. The ability to control the mobile phone, the ability to manage your device here with Microsoft Intune and things like that. See what people are doing, where they're going. If they've lost their machine, the ability to control and manage that and wipe the data on that. As you go through and look in your business and what's critical from a security piece, you look at the E3 and the E5 ranges to add a level of compliance and protection in there. So that's about archiving data, that's about data leak prevention policies, so stopping people sending or bringing data out of the system that's critical and for your business, and that's private data. It might be health records, it might be tax file information, whatever it is. These suites are starting to bring all these different tools into one product range to ensure that you as a business can start to take advantage and really secure your environment. So what we're seeing and what we're doing with a number of our clients is transitioning from that model of Office 365 and PCs and different plugins here and there, is transitioning to that single license suite and extending the security platform, and that's the big play. So even with the Microsoft Business Suite, if you've got no servers or anything in your environment, chances are Microsoft Business 365 will do everything you need to do. It's going to give you the ability to put the professional version of Windows 10 on all your devices. It's going to give you the ability to have a single login credential that you manage centrally that gets you into your computer, that gets you into Office, that gets you into your email and your SharePoint, your OneDrive. It then gives you the ability to manage all those devices connecting in with Microsoft Intune. There's additional email archiving capability in there, so people don't have to delete email and manage that anymore. And introducing into that business suite some of the enterprise features like advanced threat protection and data leak prevention, data loss prevention policies. But as you start to scale up into that E3 and that E5, we've got more and more capability in there. So the ability to tag and manage data in the E3 and the E5, identify that critical data, stop it ever leaving your organization, legal hold and things and litigation hold. So you can, if there's some sort of legal precedent happening for someone in the business or the organization, you can put a block on deletion of data and controlling. We can audit that and see what's going on. And then as we move through with the E5 suite, we get a whole suite of advanced threat protection, which brings the whole Microsoft ecosystem together to allow your IT team to see, and even yourself if you need to, the threats that are happening in the environment. So when an email comes in that might have a virus on it, you can identify with that advanced threat protection capability where it came in, where it ended up on a machine, who would have opened it, how they would have opened it, what it started connecting to try and do, so you can quickly shut down those events and isolate those incidents in your environment to give you the highest levels of protection. And that's what you need moving forward. It's getting that integrated approach, so we're reducing the number of points of management. So Microsoft's goal is around a single license to cover everything, including your antivirus, your spyware and malware, your spam and everything under one product, and that's the Microsoft E5 product. It provides all that protection all the way through and gives us as your IT partner, and particularly as we're managing that for clients, the ability to see and track and lock down and stop incidents before they spread, but more so see what's happening in the environment to prevent those incidents happening in the first place. I've gone a lot about the Microsoft 365 suite, and I think that's probably key as part of this. But to sum it up and wrap it all up, Microsoft still have the different products in the market. They have the Office 365 suite that everyone is familiar with, and that will be there, and that will continue to be there. They now have the Microsoft 365 suite, which is getting more and more features included over time, and the price point that it's coming at makes it very, very attractive for organizations to get it in and start providing and delivering high levels of protection within their environment. If we look at it, the Microsoft 365 Business versus Office 365 Business Premium, it's about $8 to $9 more for the Microsoft suite, but the value in that is huge. So, and what you can get out of it is massive. And as you move to those E3 and E5 ranges, again, we're seeing massive leaps in value that come out of having all that product and all those offerings in the one license for your users. Doesn't mean you have to turn it all on, but what it does mean is it gives you that roadmap and that ability to start looking at what's important for your business, knowing that when you need it and as you transition, you can just turn it on and enable it and manage it. So that's it. We've got Microsoft 365, we've got Office 365. Which one's best for your business? That's a discussion we'd love to have. If you've got any questions or comments, drop them in below and we'll catch up with you next time. See ya.